Welcome back. State quarterfinals here from Hudsonville. Harrison Watt solo on the call for the first game on the MWPA network. This weekend we will start with Hudsonville and Ann Arbor Skyline here from Hudsonville as a journey towards a state championship is underway. First game of the day here, 1 o'clock start for Hudsonville and Skyline. We will not say the mascots very often. They're both the Eagles. Certainly we expect that to be a little bit annoying and a bit of a hindrance here today in this first game. Of note, Hudsonville will go to the backup netminder. Cooper Randall will get the start in goal for the Eagles. 1A down to our left, the junior. To our right, Ian Root. Off to take the sprint for Hudsonville, the great ambidextrous junior Micah Bale. To our right, Ann Arbor Skyline waiting on the cap number down there. Today's officials are Andy Tarian and John Jess. The goal judges, we have one. Pete Hewitt is headed down to the far end. And Matt Weber to our left. Just about ready to get underway. Opening sprint here on the near side. Out of the hand of Andy Tarian. Down on deck here as opposed to last week. Worked out some of the kinks as we are underway. State quarterfinal here. The Eagles of Skyline win the opening sprint on that. Evan McKelvey. The Eagles will set up under the direction of Ashley Hauer, Manit Patel, who we'll have on the broadcast later for Rockford Pioneer, as well as Rebecca Godek, the MWPA president. Skyline trying to set it up on offense, getting pressed heavily to the outside lane line on that far side in front of official John Jess in the gray standing up. It's taken away by Hudsonville. Nate Chalmers, the senior, down in the far corner. Randall looks up the pool, fires it down the right side. Hudsonville sets up. Here's Ethan Hallwarda. Sets it into the middle. Here's Bale. Bale powers to the front, hits the crossbar. Lean past the defense. The center defender that time, 16, Jack Staunton, the freshman. Got one-on-one with Micah Bale, who leaned to his left. Puts it off the left crossbar. Skyline setting it back up here. Colin McDowell playing in at center D right now. Skyline's got the ball. They've got an open look down the right side. Here's Jake Evangelista. The shot right into the stomach of Cooper Randall as Skyline trying to test the goaltender early. Quick pass down the pool. Going to be a 50-50 ball, and it'll be taken away here by Evan McKelvey. McKelvey back to the goaltender, Ian Root. Root looking up the pool here. No score early between Skyline and Hudsonville. Winged the pass up the right side of the pool. 50-50 ball taken away again. This time it's going to be Gabe Eckenbarger back to the netminder, and Hudsonville will set it back up. 5.5 to go in the first. No score. Hudsonville and Skyline in the state quarterfinals. Randall's pass, a 50-50 ball, taken away again by Skyline. That's McKelvey. Passes right in between the two eights. Ethan Hallwarda and Evan McKelvey winning the jump ball that time was Skyline. Lined up the pool, far side here. Skyline setting up. Trying to get a couple of drivers going here. Driver coming right down the middle. It's Deininger. Deininger leans back, looking for the ball. Couldn't find it. Taken away quickly here by McDowell and Chalmers. Chalmers looking up the pool. Going to pass it out wide to Bale. Bale, we talked about it here in the pregame just briefly. Ambidextrous, plays pretty well with both hands. Chalmers up the pool into center, right back to Chalmers up high, thinking about it. Near side, here's Bale. Bale working with the left hand now, kicks it back out to the top, right back into center to Bale. Bale powering his way, trying to get something on goal, and he flips a back, not really a backhander, a twisting forehander high and wide of the right goalpost over top, and we are still scoreless. Out at center, Skyline with the ball. It's Staunton. Staunton looking into center, pass over the top, taken away here by Gabe Eckenbarger. Eckenbarger drops this one back. Randall up the right side of the pool to Chalmers. Chalmers is a man driving up the middle. Skyline's been pretty good defensively thus far. Pass into center. Eagles have advantage, looking for McDowell. McDowell crashed heavily on, going to go back to the top side. Here's Jared Staten. Thinking about it, gives it instead to Eckenbarger. Eckenbarger, couple pump fakes, back to Staten. Going to be an exclusion in center. McDowell wide open, the shot, big stop in front that time by Root. Got the left hand on it. Boy, the wrong guy to leave wide open in front of the cage. Colin McDowell, and he is stuffed that time by Ian Root. Big stop there, keeps this one scoreless. 3:22 to go here in the first quarter. On the outside, Skyline trying to work the ball into the center. Over the top, pass too far, picked up by Chalmers, and with 3 minutes to go in the first, we are still tied at zeros. Colin McDowell, best chance of the game so far, stuffed that time by Root. Got the left hand on it. Into center right away. Here's McDowell. Power move. Skip shot scores. The beauty there. Top shelf as he puts it over Root into the top part of the goal. Well, maybe a little bit of frustration there from McDowell as he unloads a beast of a skip shot. Makes it 1-0 Hudsonville. 2:48 to go in the first. Skyline trying to reply here on the ensuing possession. Up top with it, there's Ben Deininger, the junior. Gives it right side, McKelvey. McKelvey with the left hand, looking in, floats it into Deininger. Deininger kicks to the outside, turns out to be a pretty nice pass to Evangelista, who had probably Skyline's best chance of the game so far. Ball knocked out of his hand. They're going to have Michael Bale in behind the defense. Here's Bale. Got to swim back to the ball. Puts the ball in hand into the breakaway. 3 defenders trailing a skip shot right, and he scores. Micah Bale makes it 2-0 Hudsonville. Apologies, our scoreboard a little behind there. Eagles 2-0 leaders of Hudsonville. 2:10 to go in the first quarter. Out on the right side here, Deininger driving, gets past Chalmers. Now he's got room, can't see the cap was down in front of his eyes. Drove in too far. Hudsonville defending on the outside, going to be an elbow push-off here on the near side. Offensive foul taken here by the freshman Jack Staunton. 50-50 ball again. Hudsonville able to come up with it. It's Paul Werda. Far side, Eckenbarger. Up top here, Staten. Staten puts it into center. Here's McDowell. Shot there, ringing off the post. McDowell, with his arm in front of him, managed to get off a pretty hard shot, and it hits kind of the corner part of the post and kicks right back out to Root, and it stays a 2-0 Hudsonville lead. Neither squad has taken a timeout yet. Going to be an exclusion here in the center. Over the top, Deininger. Deininger as the ball taken out of his hand and the pass in, and it's going to be taken away here by Micah Bale. Bale looking up the pool. Cooper Randall, the goaltender, running a little bit of a pick there to keep him free. Eckenbarger, and they work it back to the exclusion. That's Chalmers coming out of the corner. He'll carry it up the pool. 15 on the shot clock, 65 on the game clock in the first quarter. 2-0 Hudsonville. Bale with it. Puts it into center. McDowell leans back, draws the exclusion. Kicks it out there in front for McDowell, and the pass is on the water, and it kind of died in between McDowell and the defender, taken away by Skyline. Up the pool. 20-yard set pass there. Deininger's got it. Deininger looking for help. Kicks it out here to the freshman. That's Staunton. Staunton looking for the driver. Kozelka. Another senior here for Skyline. Way out to the outside here. Skyline working it around now. It's Ben Edlund. Edlund into the center here. Here's McKelvey. Ordinary foul. They're going to have an opportunity to shoot. Picks it up. Gives the lob. And a stop by Cooper Randall. Randall wasn't expecting it. Able to get a paw on it. Knocks it off the goalpost and wide. 20 seconds to go here in the first. Hudsonville returning to their backup netminder in the first game of the state tournament. Up the right side of the pool here. Turned into center. Bale leans back, looking for the ball. Swimming to the ball now. 7 seconds on the clock here in the quarter. Up top, here's Chalmers thinking about it. Draws the ordinary. 4 on the clock. got an opportunity now. Takes the skip shot. Skipped it wide right of the goal. 4 seconds to go here in the corner. Skyline, opportunity to take a full pool shot, if anything, here. And it's going to be a long skip, blocked away here by Hudsonville, and we will go to the quarter break. 2-0 Hudsonville in the lead. Take a little bit of an audio break here, bring it back, coverage of the second quarter here. The state quarterfinals rather, coming next.
You having fun, Harrison?
He's the voice of the MWPA.
Second quarter here set to get underway from the quarterfinals. And our Skyline trailing it 2-0 to Hudsonville. Again, both teams the Eagles, so we're going to try not to use their mascots as identifiers at any point here. Nice and convenient when you're doing the graphics, though, to have Eagles versus Eagles. Micah Bale on to take the sprint here. And Hudsonville going to stay with the backup netminder. Cooper Randall, the junior, 1A. They lead it 2-0. McDowell and Bale, the goal scorers. In the first quarter for Hudsonville, as we're underway in the second. Opening sprint this time won by Hudsonville. Eckenbarger out to the right side. Floats it into the right corner here. Bale turns it into center. Here's McDowell. McDowell's got advantage, and it's taken away by the goaltender. Big steal that time by Root. Ball got inside, and McDowell maybe trying to draw a 5 or something. Unable to get back to the ball, and it's taken away by the goaltender. Up the pool, turned over to Hudsonville. Pass intercepted here, Staten. Staten rolling up the pool. Look at the speed on this kid. Ball in hand, gonna be a 5-meter penalty here as he's hacked from behind and lost possession of the ball. Officially, if you're scoring it at home, put that one on Ben Deininger, number 3, his first, the junior. On to take the penalty shot, going to be Micah Bale. Bale, as we mentioned, shoots well with both hands. In fact, Josh Arendt said his shot with his right looks exactly like his shot with his left, which is some kind of feat of athleticism considering I almost hurt myself getting out of bed this morning. Just trying to imagine what it must take to be able to shoot equally well with both hands. Left-hand shot, skip shot, and a big stop that time by Root. Root's pretty pumped up after that. Tried to go skip low right on the cross-cage shot with the left-handed shot by Bale, but putting the paw down on the water that time to kill the skip. Ian Root makes another big save at a good regional tournament. Floated into center here. Center's out way high. Hack from behind and scores! Ball floated over the top off the hand of Randall, and Ben Edlund, the sophomore, picks up the goal. Cuts Hudsonville's lead in half. Edlund was falling underwater, had his arm hit as he tried to get the shot away. It turned into a lob. Randall put the hand up and knocked it backwards into his own goal. as the shot handcuffed him a little bit, thought it was coming one way, and when it was deflected, not much he was going to be able to do about that one. 2-1 Hudsonville leads. Turnover to Skyline here. Skyline playing a hard game, as you would expect, under the direction of some of the best coaches in the state. Ashley Hauer, Rebecca Godek, Vineet Patel taking stats over there on the bench. From the outside, here's Edlund looking into center. Good center defense. Wow, look at Chalmers. Good hands there to come around the outside, take the ball away, and it's a steal by Hudsonville. Excellent player. Maybe at times unheralded Chalmers. On a team with so many big stars, does a lot of the little things well. Into center, here's Eckenbarger. Got advantage and puts it into the left side of the cage. Make it 3-1 Hudsonville. Well, they've tried now 3 different players in there at center. And really haven't had a ton of success in there. McDowell's had a good scoring chance. Bales had one. Eckenbarger's been the first really to get advantage in deep and make anything happen other than the 5-meter that was drawn earlier on a breakaway. So we'll see if they continue to drive Eckenbarger into that spot. Skyline battling hard here against the defending state champions. Taken away here by Hudsonville. Hallwarda, lefty, drops it back here to Randall. Randall to the outside, gives it to Chalmers. Chalmers surveys the drive here in transition. Looking over the left side, gave this one to Declan Edema. Draws the foul. Floats it across the pool to Bale. Bale trying to put it into the center to McDowell. Wrestling match going on in there. Over the top, tried to one-time it on goal. Did Chalmers. A crafty play there as he got up in the air, but ball died in the water right in front of the goal, and Root picks it up. 3-1 the score, Hudsonville. 4:15 now to go in the second. On the right side, there's Staunton. Out to McKelvey. Out near mid-pool working on McDowell. Looks like he's going to head back to the center position next time down the pool. Spaced on where he's to the near corner. Kozelka. Sorry, we are obscured by one of the officials here on the near side. That's John Jess. Down in there, here's Bale with a shot off the crossbar. Micah Bale had an opportunity there and just missed. Up the pool out at mid-pool, here's McDowell. Picks it off. Picked up here by Edema on the rush. Drops it back to the left side. Here comes McDowell. Thought about trying to go by the defense. Gives it back to Edema. Edema turns. Skip shot. Batted over top of the goal this time by Root. As the shot came right in towards his face. Gets the fingertips on it. Puts it over the top. Here's Chalmers. Running a 2-meter play now. Flies it out high. Into center. Here's Bale. Trying to get back to the ball. More good center defense here. Skyline trying to transition here. Deininger swimming right into the defense. Maybe if anything, some hurt feelings. Now he gets a little advantage. Twisting around as they wrestle on in center. On the near side, Skyline trying to find a side to get this one into center. Over the top pass. Makes it to Deininger off a hand. Floated back out to the outside. Opportunity here for Suleiman. The shot, and he scores! Luke Suleiman. Beautiful shot there for the top right corner. Make it 3-2 Hudsonville as Skyline continues to battle away here. Tough to play on defense. They've struggled to generate much on offense, but taking advantage of some of the better opportunities they've had so far. It's a 1-goal game with 2.5 to go in the second. Bale on the right side. Bale looking, some confusion here as Skyline tried to transition a little early. Now it's going to be turned over to Skyline. And it's going to be an ordinary here on Chalmers, going to get taken away by Ann Arbor Skyline. They're back down the pool, full shot clock on. surveying. Hudsonville clogging the middle of the pool. Not like much of anything. Here's Deininger trying to get side and center. Pass to the outside, Suleiman, most recent goal scorer. Into center. Deininger got inside water, spins, tie game! Ben Deininger makes it 3-3. And we got a timeout, Hudsonville. Josh Arendt wants a little bit of a break here. Excellent play in center by Deininger to twist around his defender and even this one up. 2 minutes to go in the second, and Ann Arbor Skyline battles on into a tie game. Reminder, the next game of the day here from Hudsonville will be a matchup between Ann Arbor Pioneer, East Region runners-up, and the Rockford Rams. The two teams that have combined for more state championships than any two in boys water polo and the MWPA for that matter. 25 of the 48 state championships that have been awarded have gone to either Rockford or Pioneer. More than half here is tomorrow at noon. Just about now, we will know the state champion unless it requires some extra time here from Hudsonville. The 49th state championship for boys water polo. 1 minute on the timeout clock as Josh Arendt settles down the troops. And again, don't think this is really a function of the goaltending. Skyline's just playing a hard game, but Hudsonville is without their starting goaltender to start this game. Hoping he's all right. In goal instead, and actually he's done a pretty good job. Cooper Randall's made a couple of good saves in this game. Arbor Skyline doing what they do best, battle in the postseason, give nobody an easy game. And you look at this Skyline roster, and there are two freshmen that have been in the water for a big chunk of it. Starting goalie is a sophomore. Ben Edlund's a sophomore. So a good future for this team. Really all the key players that had all region honors are coming back next year for Skyline. So this should be a pretty good team going forward. Out at mid-pool, Cooper Randall will pick this one up. And this one is going to be an ordinary foul here on Skyline's Deininger. Eckenbarger surveys, gives it to Chalmers. Chalmers looking to go into center. Posting up there is McDowell. They leave a man open on the outside. Back up top, here's Hall Ward to the lefty. Thought about the shot, then the centering pass right into traffic and turned it over. Here's Root looking up the pool. Gives it to McKelvey. So the defending state champions with 90 seconds to go in the first half. And a deadlock at 3 with Ann Arbor Skyline. Floated over the right side of the pool here. Given over there to Suleiman. Scored the second goal for Skyline in this game. Ball in the corner. Going to be turned over to Hudsonville. Near shot clock violation turned into a steal by Chalmers. Good handwork down there. Minute 15 to go in the quarter. Long pass up the pool, intercepted. Floated up the right side of the pool. Skyline setting it up. Here's Osterholzer. And it's an offensive, I believe, in center. Andy Tarian calls the turnover, and Hudsonville's got the ball back. Chalmers wings it up the pool here to Bale. Bale into center. McDowell's got advantage. McDowell inside water, and he's drawn the penalty. They're going to let Eckenbarger take this shot. Bale's last 5-meter penalty was blocked by Root here. And so Hudsonville looking to take a lead with 54 seconds to go in the second quarter. It gave Eckenbarger on to take it. First team All-West region. Skip shot right, and a quick shot, and he scores. Oh, that's my favorite move in the book. It's the one I used to roll with. Whistle blows, quick skip shot right, but don't tread up. Don't allow the goaltender to have any guesses as to where you're going. And Eckenbarger, masterful shot there, just over the shoulder of Root to make it a 4-3 lead. 50 seconds to go in the second quarter. 4-3 Hudsonville leads here in the quarterfinal. Nearly taken away by McDowell, but an ordinary foul. On the outside, trying to work it into center. Here's Deininger. Deininger nearly had inside water, and going to be an exclusion here on Hudsonville. Into the corner, that's going to be Eckenbarger. 42 seconds here in the quarter. New shot clock, and sorry, we are screened here by one of the officials, John Jess. So Hudsonville will work this up the pool. Bale into center. Here's McDowell, inside water. Ball skipped free of his hands again. 19 seconds here on the clock, and it's going to be floated far side here for Root. Root's going to take it up the pool. I think they're going to pull the goaltender here. 10 seconds on the clock. See if we have an opportunity for a tie here at the quarter break. Root, 5 seconds on the game clock. Looking, surveying. Do we have an opportunity? Long skip shot off the goalpost. Oh, Ian Root nearly tied the game at the half. We are headed into the break. 5 minutes long it will go. It is 4-3 in favor of the defending state champion Hudsonville Eagles over the Ann Arbor Skyline Eagles. We'll take a little bit of an audio break, bring it back. More coverage here on the MWPA Network coming next. Set for the second half here from Hudsonville. (4-3) Hudsonville leading on Ann Arbor Skyline. Been a good game thus far. Dexter leading Zeeland 3-1 after one. The other state quarterfinal, pretty good game over there. A couple of good quarterfinal games after 3 weeks off. Whether it be rust, whether it be extra time to game plan, seen some good games. Skyline looking to set it up here on offense, getting forced out near mid-pool. There's McDowell, aggressive there. Ordinary foul drawn. Thrown into center, Deininger, and it's swept away from him. Eckenbarger, aggressive steal. Now he cuts in front. Boy, look at Eckenbarger go. These Eagles got some good team speed down the pool. Eckenbarger right down the middle, ball in hand, flips it over Hallwarda. Hallwarda's got room. Pump fake surveys, and he's out of a shot position now. Up top, here's Bale. Trying to flip it over there for Eckenbarger. Eckenbarger up top, turns it into center. McDowell turns back. Big stop by Root. Put the right hand down in front of the goalpost. Knocked away the skip shot. Back up top, Ann Arbor Skyline with it. Floated down here to the freshman, Staunton. Staunton trying to turn inside. Chalmers tried to get him for a ball under. Good defense way out here near the lane line. Chalmers has got him in a corner. 3 seconds to go on the clock. Staunton throws it into center. Deininger doesn't have a lot of room to do anything, and a big stop that time by Cooper Randall. Just got the shot away in front of the shot clock violation, and a big stop by Cooper Randall, his best thus far. On the outside, good defense out here by Skyline. Driver coming, it's Chalmers down the right lane. Chalmers trying to get inside water. Good drop defensively to spear that aside. Pass in deep, taken away again by the Eagles. It's Suleiman. Root looking up the pool. 4-3 Eagles of Hudsonville, that is, lead this one. McDowell takes away the 50-50 ball. Now McDowell waiting. McDowell has got some help on the far side. Incoming, it's going to be a chance for Staten potentially. Chalmers pump fakes once, twice, and he scores. Nate Chalmers thought about the pass across. Instead, draws Root to the middle and then fires it top right corner. So the score now 5-3 with 5:03 to go in the third. Opportunity up top here for Skyline. Here's Deininger. Deininger pushes it ahead, looking to give it back to himself. Taken away this time by the goaltender, Randall. Randall flies this up the pool. Gives it to Eckenbarger. Eckenbarger uses long range there to protect the ball. Here's Bale. Bale trying to power it inside water. Spins once, floats inside. Hallwarda with a left hand. Turned it over and gave it back to Skyline. 4.5 to go in the third now. It's a 2-goal game. Root up the pool. Pass is short that time by Root. Would have been a good counter attempt here for Skyline, but instead now Chalmers breaks away down the left side. Chalmers heads inside water, gives it back to McDowell. Draws himself in. McDowell pump fakes once, twice. The shot, and he scores! Short side left, and Hudsonville leads it 6-3. .406 to go in the third. Hudsonville, their largest lead of the game at 6-3. Down the near side. Skyline looking to find someone in center here. Good center defense by Chalmers. Going to be an exclusion on Eckenbarger, second of the game. Eckenbarger was still playing defense for a half second, was trying to get out of the play. Lob shot, far corner, poked aside, taken away Skyline. Skyline still got the ball in the ordinary. Opportunity to the outside. Apologies here, official in our way directly in front of our perch. Taken away here by McDowell. Up the pool, here's Bale, turned over to Skyline. Deininger draws, looking, trying to get the ordinary foul. Just gets it, opportunity to shoot. Now he's got it, takes the shot, fired at wide right. Deininger just missed. 6-3, Hudsonville leading Ann Arbor Skyline. Bale down the right side of the pool. McDowell reaching for the ball. Crash coming. Just flips it out somehow. Eckenbarger wide open on the far side. Pumps, works his way in. The shot off the crossbar. And he wanted a 2-meter that time. Shouted 2 at the near side official Andy Terrian. Did not get it. It rolled off the top of the crossbar and out of play. Root line pass up the near side. Skyline trying to create something on offense. Deininger gets side. Deininger working for the ball. Foul there. Given out outside to Suleiman. Suleiman, small freshman, scored a big goal in this game earlier. Out here playing some big valuable minutes here against Hudsonville. McKelvey looking into center, and inside 2 meters was the center. Deininger that time. Called on the far side by John Jess. It's a turnover to Hudsonville. 2:35 to go here in the third. Bale into center. After it here, Eckenbarger wide open, off the goalpost. Ball still loose, and it's going to be a ball under here on Hudsonville and taken away by Skyline. Now here's Suleiman. Suleiman's in behind the defense. Hudsonville rushing back. McKelvey, little bit of room here. Now he's got McDowell, tried to draw the ordinary. Gonna try it again, just did. Outside 6 meters, thinking about it. Doesn't take it, gives it into center to Deininger. Gonna ball under himself that time. It's a turnover to Hudsonville. Up the right side, here's Bale. Bale waiting for McDowell to draw himself open. Passes in there. Here's McDowell, the shot, and he scores! Oh, a highlight reel play! A backhand shot mid-stroke around himself. Fires it off the left goalpost and in. Colin McDowell, that was a beauty. One of the best goals we have seen in 2 weeks here at the state tournament, plural. A gorgeous play by McDowell. Not much of an angle to take that backhand, and you have to wonder how many times you've actually practiced that shot from that spot in the pool. Skyline trying to respond. 7-3 the score. They've got a driver coming inside water. Opportunity, and Skyline back within 3. Big shot there on the far side. It's John Evangelista. Seven to 4, Hudsonville. The Skyline able to respond. Minute and 41 to go here in the third quarter. 7-4 Hudsonville after a big goal by McDowell. McDowell's got inside again. McDowell the shot. Big stop by Root off the crossbar. Taken away by Skyline too. Boy, McDowell got away a howitzer and Root just swung the arm up. Got a piece of it, knocked it off the bar, and then it's taken away here by the Eagles of Skyline. Inside water, opportunity here. Evangelista turn it over into a scramble. Now he's trying to get back to the ball. He's underwater. Taken away here by Hudsonville with 65 seconds to go in the third. Up the pool, right side. Micah Bale with it. Bale's got all kinds of room to draw himself in. Bale working on the freshman Staunton. Tried to center it. Centering pass blocked aside here by Skyline. Now they got the ball back with 50 seconds to go here in the quarter. Root up the middle. Deininger taken away by Hallwarda. Going to be a timeout for Hudsonville. 7-4 the score in favor of Hudsonville as we're at a timeout. Dexter leads Zeeland 7-3 at the half at East Kentwood. A couple of scores from around the MWPA. Joey Sutherland on the action for that. Happy you could join us here on the MWPA network. Good to be able to bring you a little bit of state water polo action. We got 41 seconds to go here in the third quarter. It's a 3-goal game. Hudsonville started the game without their starting goaltender, who is not on the bench. Hoping everything's all right. Did see him in the building earlier. Skyline has battled really hard in this game. Well deserving of being here at the state tournament. So you take a look at Ashley Hauer, Manit Patel, and Rebecca Godek, hands on her knees down there on the far side. Rebecca Godek, of course, aside from being the assistant coach for the Skyline boys, head coach for the Skyline girls, and the MWPA's president, who has done really a magnificent job this year just making sure we could play. That was the main focus, and got the opportunity to do that. Not too much we can complain about. Got some happy teams, got some healthy teams. And of course, being able to make it this far has been really, truly a blessing. And we apologize, the internet a little bit buggy here at Hudsonville. They gave us a hard wire solution to some of the things that ailed us last week, but it is not in function here. So we will take a little bit of a break in between games to see if we can get an internet solution in here. Hudsonville's got the ball out of the timeout. Turned over here to McKelvey. Good defensive play there on McDowell. Root thinking about going up the pool with it. Instead will hold the ball. Now he'll walk it up himself. Shot clock and the game clock matching. Root gonna hold. Waiting for the shot here, probably at the quarter break. Root works his way over half. Root now well inside half. Nobody on him except for Micah Bale. 6 seconds to go here on the clock. Gives it near side. Suleiman with an opportunity. Long shot blocked away by Hudsonville. Nearly deflected at the goal. But the Eagles able to block it. We got a 3-goal game as we head to the quarter break here. Fourth quarter coming next here from Hudsonville in the state quarterfinal. Hudsonville leads Skyline 7-4. Well, we are back here. Fourth quarter is underway. Between Skyline and Hudsonville. Apologies, a little bit of a delay on the start. We are working on the internet issues, and we expect to get it back up and running here in a better manner for the second game of the day. Evangelista draws the ordinary into center. Chance for Deininger. Deininger with a cap off, inside water. Pump fakes 3 times, puts it home. Ben Deininger with a beauty there. All kinds of traffic around him, did not deter. And it's a 2-goal game now, 7-5 Hudsonville. Here in the fourth quarter, 6 minutes, 18 seconds to go. Hudsonville attempting to draw their path to the state semifinal. Arbor Skyline trying to do the same there. There's a turnover. Hudsonville has used 2 timeouts in the game. Skyline none yet. Here's McDowell with the ball. Whether that was on that far side, that's not McDowell. McDowell was swimming straight across. That was Declan Edema. Chalmers draws the ordinary, gets him inside water. Trying to spread the offense out a little bit as offense, when it bunches up, draws a crash on the center. Chance from the outside, off the goalpost. Opportunity from Henry Booker. Rang it off the right post. Up the pool, into traffic. Little bit of a Hail Mary pass from Root, turned over. Right back up the pool. Here's Hudsonville countering. Quickly as it goes. Here's Chalmers. Chalmers into Bale. Bale looking into center. Opportunity taken away here by Skyline's netminder Root. Root looking up the pool for the outlet pass. 5:02 to go here in the fourth. Turning out at mid-pool. Edlund being stifled there by McDowell. Deininger tries to put that one inside for Evangelista. Still got the ball after the ordinary. Tried to go underneath, popped it Chalmers. Into the driver, here's Deininger again. Deininger ran into a swarm of Hudsonville Eagles and turned it over to Chalmers. 4:40 to go in the fourth. Up the pool, Micah Bale. Bale draws in on goal, got the left hand up, thinking about it, takes it and scores! Skip shot, low right, make it 8-5, Hudsonville. Skyline with the ball again here, 4:31 to go. In regulation, Hudsonville their biggest lead of the game thus far. Edlund down at mid-pool. Looking in here, opportunity for Skyline to try and draw an ordinary. They're outside 6 here. Ordinary drawn, Deininger's out there. Pass into the driver. Edlund taken away this time by McDowell. Well, McDowell, good as he is in center, tough to play against when you're on offense as well. 4 minutes even to go here in the fourth. Into center, back to it, Bale. Bale trying to hook the ball, taken away by Deininger, good defensive play. Physical in there in center. 3:45 to go here in regulation. You wonder if maybe some of this is rust from both teams. Hasn't been super clean offensively. Now here comes a counter up the pool. Eckenbarger looking for the best option. Going to be Chalmers. Pass right in front of him. Chalmers in, draws, passes to the far side, and they score! Jared Staten makes it 9-5, Hudsonville. 3:26 to go, and that might be all they need. Skyline wants a timeout. We will take a little break here for the timeout, bring it back. The conclusion of this one coming next on the MWPA Network. And Hudsonville up 10-5 now as we're back. Apologies. A little bit of an internet issue here as we're trying to get back up underway. 10-5 the score. Hudsonville wash up the pool. 5-goal game with 3:09 to go. Up the pool, Skyline trying to get this one in on offense, but it's nearly turned over. They get the ordinary. Looking into center for Deininger, who's battled hard all game. Into the middle, opportunity here. Skyline, Staunton, the shot. Big stop by Randall, stuck out the left hand, knocked to the side. 2:45 to go here in the fourth. Flown up the right side of the pool to Bale. Bale into center, McDowell wide open. Here's trouble, McDowell pumps once, twice, and a bomb, right side. Make it 11-5, Hudsonville with 2:38 to go. And so Hudsonville starting to run away with this one, worn Skyline down a bit. Down to 2:35 to go as their bid for a state semifinal trip within reach now. Skyline has played a heck of a game, a good game plan, and played hard all game. Here's a shot, big stop by Randall over top of the goal. Going to be a 2-meter here. Corner throw. .224 to go. Apology screamed here by the official on the near side. Going to be taken away by Hallwarda though. Hallwarda. Up the pool. McDowell kicked it back over the top. Bale, one more. Bale in, left-hand shot. A big stop by Rudy. Snuck behind him and pulled out the right hand to keep it off the goal line. 2 minutes and 4 to go here in regulation. We'll take another quick break here before the conclusion. 2 minutes, 4 seconds to go here in regulation. Hudsonville leading Ann Arbor Skyline 11-5 the score. This was a one-goal game at the half. The Skyline Eagles played themselves a heck of a game. And really, it's only been the last 6 or 7 minutes of regulation here, in which maybe the last 10, if you want to go back towards the half, that Hudsonville has really put their foot on the gas. Again, Skyline proved to be a hard out, and they are a team that it's going to be interesting to watch here going forward into their future. A lot of guys back. Here's Root out near the top of the formation. Skip shot off the goalpost. Root came in with the goaltender pulled. Net's empty at the other end. Root trying to work his way back there. Deininger, I thought about it. Instead, Hudsonville will hold the ball on him. Minute 38 to go. Bale in the center. Bale, ordinary foul from the top. Bale looking for help. Gives it right side. Staten back into the center for Bale. Trying to kick it out. Steele nearly came from over the top that time. McDowell with it, looking, working. McDowell, pump fake, shot, goal post. Again, Colin McDowell rings one off the iron. Minute 20 to go. Root shaking that hand off, might have jammed it against that goal post going over. Looks like he wrapped his knuckles there against that right goal post, and he's in some pain down there at the other end of the pool. Hudsonville with the ball. They're going to spread it out here a little bit, not trying to do too much. 11-5 the score, 50 seconds on the clock. So we are just under a half hour away from the start of the second quarterfinal of the game for the day. Pass by Chalmers flown down the pool into the near side lane line. Ordinary foul on the outside, 13 seconds on the shot clock. Hallwarda's open up high. Hallwarda with the ball with the left hand, working his way in just a little bit. Thinking about it, into the center. Opportunity here, McDowell slaps at the ball, missed it. Good defensive plays there, a couple by Skyline. Root floats it up the pool, opportunity here, over the top, big stop, Randall gets big and catches it with the elbow. Josh Arendt calls for the spread play. That should do it here. State quarterfinal in the books, first one. As the last 15 seconds will drain away, the Hudsonville Eagles are headed back to the state semifinals, and the defending state champions are still defending. One last late ordinary foul here by Deininger on Chalmers. Chalmers puts it in play. Clock starts. Back to the goalie. That'll do it. We'll take a break. One team punches their ticket to the Final Four. Ann Arbor Skyline played a hard game, and that's where we stand. We'll take a little bit of a streaming break here and bring it back shortly. We are just about set for the second state quarterfinal from Hudsonville. Harrison Watt, Maneet Patel here on the call here on the MWPA network. Maneet, just assistant coach here for Ann Arbor Skyline, an 11-5 loss to Hudsonville in the quarterfinal earlier. Sorry to make you relive that, but you guys played a real good hard game.
Yeah, definitely. We came out strong and just played our style of polo, which is what we wanted to do from the beginning. And we were satisfied regardless of the outcome. Obviously, a win's better, but regardless of the outcome, we were satisfied because we played our game and we played really well.
I thought it was a really hard-fought game. Got some good goaltending from Ian Root as well, and sets you up for the rest of the state tournament here. So we get set here, Ann Arbor Pioneer and Rockford. These two teams have combined for 25 of the 48 state championships in MWPA history. 13 for the Rockford Rams, all since 2000, and 12 for Ann Arbor Pioneer. The Pioneers, a lot of them under this man, Don Packard, came back in the 90s, came back into the mix just a few years ago, and now an opportunity to go back to the state semifinals. Opening sprint down, kind of a long toss there in the middle of the pool. One back by the Rockford Rams. Rockford, the 3 seed out of the West region, lost to Grand Haven in the regional semifinals. With the ball, here's Hopkins up top with it. Hopkins lost the handle, 15 on the shot clock, draws the ordinary. Up high, now to Hudson Verwise. Verwise trying to draw the ordinary, looking for the driver. This one taken away by a Pioneer, and a good steal by Farmer.
He kept his head down, didn't look for the ball, missed the pass.
Farmer, all-tournament selection in the regional tournament, had a strong regional tournament. Here's Cam Williston, who Maneet will profile a little bit later. Hasn't played in a long time out there with the mask. Broken nose. Williston floats it near side. Schemke with it. Schemke to the driver. Farmer looking, takes the shot. Easy stop by Reinsma. And again, Maneet, we haven't seen Williston in some time now with that broken nose. He's out there in the mask, and good to see him back in the water.
Yeah, he hasn't played since their second matchup against Dexter when they lost at Pioneer, out with a broken nose. He's practiced since then, but just started contact last week, Coach Packard was telling me. And he adds a lot of speed to this dynamic Pioneer offense.
Here's Schemke down the right side, working on Hudson Verwise, draws the ordinary in the corner, faces up, surveys the offense. Farmer, the driver, into the center. Farmer with the ball, trying to power his way to the front of the goal. Good defense here by Rockford, not allowing much of anything. Farmer kicks it out. Here's Schemke. Schemke looking back into the middle of the pool. Ordinary foul on the outside, 8 on the shot clock. No score yet. 5:26 to go here in the first quarter. Out of the driver, opportunity for Pioneer, and a good swim away steal that time. That's Nate Cheney. And turned over here by Rockford.
Good hustle by Gabe Sanchez-Burks there. Kept going with the ball, ended up stealing it.
Good catch here, Schemke. Schemke's got all kinds of room. Rockford waits on the switch. Schemke's got inside water, trying to draw it. Schemke up with the shot, trying to get the backhand away. Harassed this time, and another good defensive play by Rockford. Down there deep, that's Christian Wagon. Boy, Schemke had a great lane to the goal line. Reinsma there, just unable to get the shot away. Near side, Verwise with the left hand, spins around. Williston swats it away from him cleanly. All ball on that steal, and he's up the pool. Pioneers in transition. Looking to the middle of the pool, here's Williston. Williston still with room, waiting for Schemke. Schemke opens, thought about it, one more pass, they score! Alex Farmer on the one-timer down low, and it's 1-0 Pioneer.
Numbers. Pioneer had numbers coming up the pool. They worked it all the way across, found the open guy, were patient, and hit their spot.
You know, I was thinking that Schemke was going to take that shot there, actually. And that's good vision. It was in his peripheral that he saw one extra guy down the pool.
Yeah.
So it makes him a first-team all-region selection. Rockford's Hopkins draws the foul outside 6. Not really thinking about the shot there. Across the pool for Verwise, working on Williston. Into center, inside water for Rockford, but the ball skips free of his grasp. And a good steal by Luke Packard. Williston's up the pool on Verwise. Pioneers lead at 1-0.
Here comes Liam Herbert driving down the middle.
Look at this, wide open. Herbert's got all kinds of room. Rockford moves over and switches onto him. Ball under from behind this time, and the Rams pick up possession.
Rockford did a great job of filling the lanes defensively. Notice Herbert was up and slid center.
I think Craig Peterman wanted an exclusion there for handling the ball after the turnover, but a little bit of leniency given here by John Jess on the near side. Rams with it on offense. No shot coming. Across the pool. Given over there to Nate Cheney. Cheney pressured to the outside. Pass into center, taken away by Shemke, a little too far in front. Up the pool, Williston. Faces up, looks for the offense. Driver coming, that's Sanchez Burks.
Here come the Pioneers.
There's a skip shot. Whoa! It's in! It just rolled over the goal line, and the goal judge, Matt Weber, up with the X, and that one sneaks beneath the arm of Reinsma. It's 2-0 Pioneers.
The Pioneers have been attacking the middle of the pool the entire game off the counterattack. Whether it's Herbert or Sanchez Burks or Shemke or Farmer, one of them is always there, and they're consistently beating the Rams.
So Rockford's going to go to the well, get some new subs in. Foul out near mid-pool. Cheney with the ball. Picks it up, puts it in play. Looking in towards center. Here's Sauer. Leans back to the ball, kicks it out wide. Opportunity out there for Stevens. The shot, good. Stop this time by Matthew Ruel. Wings the pass up the pool. Here's Shemke. Shemke trying to beat the defense out wide. Look at him go, motoring down that left side. Ball in hand, threw it in front of himself and turned it over to Cheney. It's a tough move he tried to make on the outside there to keep possession of the ball, Manit.
It's a 50-50 move right there, and hey, if it doesn't work, you have a turnover, but if that works out, that's almost instantly an exclusion or 5-meter.
Williston up the pool, opportunity for Herbert. Herbert in, the shot, lobbed it wide right. Not sure, was that partially blocked or did he elect to go that direction?
No, I think he was just handled physically. Wasn't able to get the shot off, but there was no block on it.
Sauer looking for somebody on the outside. Ordinary foul outside 6. Opportunity for a quick shot. Here's Sauer. Sauer up with it. There's a shot across cage and a good stop by Ruel. Track that all the way.
Pioneers have a 5-on-4 here.
Got the numbers up the pool again. On the outside, Shemke. Shemke's got Herbert. Herbert into the middle. He's got inside water. Powers his way. The shot, good stop. Reinsma might have been going over, but he tips it out for the 2-meter corner throw. New shot clock, minute 55 to go here in the first. 2-0 Ann Arbor Pioneer. Floats it out up high. Drives coming across. Opportunity here in the center. Sanchez Burks trying to get the shot away. He does. Save Reinsma. Rebound. They score! A big rebound play picked up by Farmer. It's 3-0 Pioneers.
Huge hustle by Farmer.
Oh, man, the Pioneers are fired up. They take a 3-0 lead with 1:40 to go in the first, and the Rockford Rams will elect to take a timeout. Well timed here from Craig Peterman on that Rockford bench. Take a quick break here and think this over real quick. Pioneer coming out with a lot of fire. Rockford on offense has been pushed to the outside a lot. What do they have to do to get a few more scoring opportunities, Manit?
They have to work the ball across. They need to switch it from side to side and get their center opportunities to the side he's holding. They're not moving it to the side he's holding, so they're not able to get their entry opportunities.
Well said here. And as we go back to that game earlier today, between yourselves and Hudsonville, you're playing the defending state champions. It's been 3 weeks since you last played a game, so that's not easy. So you had a little time to game plan, but for you, did you feel like there was a little bit of rust, or did you feel like maybe it was more jitters either way?
I think it was more jitters just because they're Hudsonville. They've been a powerhouse the past few years and almost annually pretty much. So it was a lot to think about going into the game, but we did our best in the 3 weeks leading up to just focus on ourselves and what we can do to improve ourselves before that game. Because if you try and game plan and overthink it, you're eventually just going to keep going in a circle and things aren't going to work out. So we tried the best to emphasize that we need to play our game and that we need to make them play the way we want them to.
And into the half you did. It was a 1-goal game into the half. A 5-meter was a difference there. I have to imagine, what must it be like to be on a bench with coaches like Rebecca Godek and Ashley Howard every week? I mean, that's a pretty power staff right there.
Yeah, it's amazing to learn from. It's a great opportunity. They're two of the people with the highest water polo IQs I know, and just learning from them on a daily basis is amazing.
And you played your water polo for Huron, so no shortage of having seen those two. So I imagine before you took the job, you knew what you were getting into.
Definitely. I played under Ashley and Reb at Wolverine for all of my 4 years of high school, so I knew them going into it, and, it's been a great fit. I enjoy it a lot.
Make sure you visit MichiganWaterPolo.com. Manit just said something important there as Rockford has the ball taken away by Williston. Off-season polo opportunities, Wolverine Water Polo included. They're on MichiganWaterPolo.com now. Here come the Pioneers. Look at the speed from Farmer.
Farmer had some inside water there.
He did. This Pioneer squad's got a lot of speed.
Oh, they have so much speed.
Trying to step out to the
Adding
ball.
Williston back only added to that crazy speed they possess.
Shemke, and it's turned over. Heard some bangs here in the building. Thought it might have been the PA system.
Definitely.
Ian Hewitt, Hudsonville coach for the girls, running the public address. Going to be an exclusion here on Pioneer, I believe. Looks like that's Herbert headed off to the corner. Sauer kicks it down to Hopkins.
Big chance for Rockford here.
Up top looking for Cheney. Apologies, you're screened by the official here on the near side. We'll try and walk you through it. Down inside two, Rockford across. Here's Hopkins. Thinking about it. Won't take it yet. Now he does! And a beautiful shot there into the top right corner.
Couldn't ask for better placement from that shot. Top right corner, cross cage from the 1 on a 6-on-5 is really hard to block.
Well, it was interesting because Ruel was able to get over and block that near side, and he was patient enough to wait until he came all the way over. And then, that's a laced perfect shot in there by Hopkins.
Perfection.
Wish I could still get in the pool and do that. It has been a long time. Down in deep on offense, Pioneer trying to work this one into center. They do. Kicked away from Shemke. Picked up by Verwise.
Rockford's adding a little bit of a drop. They made that adjustment after the first couple of possessions when they took that timeout.
Clogging the middle because of Pioneer's driving, I would imagine. Because Pioneer has been very mobile into the middle. Pioneer with the ball, 3 seconds on the clock. Shemke going to take a launch at the buzzer and stop that time by Reinsma. We're headed to the second quarter. It is 3-1 Ann Arbor Pioneer in the state quarterfinal, and this one has lived up to what we expected to be a really good quarterfinal game, Benit.
Yeah, definitely. I can't ask for much more if you're Don Packard from the Pioneers. They've been getting down the pool consistently, and they're making Rockford work for every single possession, offensively or defensively.
It's interesting you bring up Don Packard. Interesting you bring up Don Packard as Don was somebody who did a lot of his dominating back in the 90s and before, a legendary coach in the Michigan Water Polo Association. Not sure what we have going on in the building, as I think they're working on some of the PA system down there. Don did a lot of his dominating in the 90s and was retired in the mid-2000s, like before I was playing. It's interesting that a coach can be gone for that long, come back, and not really seem to miss a beat, even though the game has changed so drastically since he had retired.
He just loves the sport. I remember a couple of years ago, like after Wolverine practice, I was sitting with Luke on Skyline's pool deck, and he told me his dad was here. And I was like, isn't your sister graduated? And he was like, yeah, he just comes to watch polo. So from what Luke's saying, Don is at every single game he can get to.
On the other end of the pool, you got another coach in Craig Peterman that's been around it for a long time assistant for the legend Dave McWaters. And Craig has done a nice job with this Rockford team as well. A guy that's been with the Rockford team for many years, a long-time assistant. But you're talking about two coaches that have worked for some of the best, in the state and state history, really.
Yeah, it's hard to get better than this coaching matchup. The two coaching matchups we've had today have been amazing. It's great to see all of these minds try and strategize and push their teams to a win.
And one thing I like is that, what year are you in college, Manique?
Sophomore. I'm going into sophomore year.
So you're a sophomore. You had the opportunity this spring to come back and coach as a young former water polo player in high school, at least. I know you're planning on playing at Michigan State.
Yes.
So just the opportunity you have to come out and coach, I think it can really grow the coaching pool to have more young players in the college ranks come out and coach high school teams.
Definitely, and we've seen it a lot with like the Lansing area teams where Okemos or Hotel or any of the teams in that area can have assistance from Michigan State, and it's always a continuous thing. It's good to get players back in the pool, back involved with the sport that they love.
And that's how we grow. Manique Patel, one day we expect to be a state champion head coach, I would imagine.
Hopefully. I would not mind that.
Me either, but it didn't work out in my 1 year, and I retired for broadcasting. That's what happens. They say if you can't do, just broadcast.
Yeah.
Pioneer wins the opening sprint in the second quarter, up by 2. It's 3-1.
There's that drop.
Drop comes, and Hopkins able to take this one away from behind. Look at Pioneer, man, the hustle that they have. Right when they turn the ball over, they're on defense right away.
They are continuously moving. That's one of the hardest things about defending Pioneers, that they're always moving, whether it's decoys or just real drives. You know, you never know what to expect when you're guarding the Pioneers defensively.
Exclusion here. That's Alex Farmer headed to the corner. Don Packard marks it down on the notepad. Up top, Verwise. Verwise gives it down low. Sauer draws the ordinary. Up here in the pocket here on the near side is Hopkins. They go up high. One more pass to Hopkins. Hopkins quickly swarmed by Williston. Good defense here. Verwise has it. Back down, Sauer. Sauer over the top. Chance here, and we're back within one.
That was a really sneaky 6-on-5 play by Rockford. Hopkins slid up top. They set up a 3-3, and
that's Nate Cheney in the goal eventually there.
Cheney slid out and nailed the shot.
Good pass over the formation to make it a one-goal game. 6:11 to go in the second. It is 3-2 Pioneer. Pioneer all their damage done in the first. Fans getting into it here at Hudsonville. Here's Farmer on the drive. Tried to sneak it underneath him. Reinsma boxes it out. Draws the ordinary. Boy, this Farmer kid having a whale of a game.
He is. His speed is unmatched by any of the Rockford defenders.
Looking Hopkins down near side. Trying to push this one in deep. That's Wagon. Tried to center it to Sauer. Taken away here by Pioneer.
Luke Packard just jumped that lane.
Packard looking up the pool. Gave it down to Sanchez Burks. Williston's in the center. Drive coming from Herbert.
There's the drop.
Drop is there from Sauer. 9 on the shot clock. Pass partially blocked, taken away. Good defense by the Rams there. Technically sound. 5:10 to go in the second. Up the pool. Here comes Sauer methodically. Surveys the offense here. 1-goal game. 5 minutes to go. Second quarter. State quarterfinal over the top. Ooh, late ordinary foul here, and Hopkins will retain possession. Drive off the ball side on the far side by Rockford. Trying to get something going up top. Rockford wings it into the corner. 10 on the shot clock. Still trying to find somebody inside. Sauer taken away here from the front side. It's Shemke.
Shemke jumped the lane on that. He was waiting for it, and they made the pass, and he took it.
It feels like they got 7 guys in the pool.
Yeah.
Like it really does. They're just in such good defensive position. Rockford has really done the same on defense this quarter as well.
Wide open.
Yep, left it open. Crash came. Here's Williston. Williston to the middle. Good crash defensively, and Rockford takes it away. 3 Rams converge in the middle, and Rockford picks the ball back up. Stevens up the pool to Hopkins. One more to Verwise. Verwise lost the ball, taken by Williston. Now Herbert up the far side of the pool, 3:55 to go in the second. 1 goal game here. Scoring really slowed down after the first quarter. Got the feeling of a nervy game now. Shemke trying to break down the right side, looking for a driver. Floats it across, pass a little too high out of reach of Burks. Sanchez Burks gives it up high. Farmer lob at the shot clock and knocked aside. Didn't get it to that back post, and Reinsma makes the stop. That lob, you really got to aim for that back post if you're going to pull it out of your pocket.
Yeah, and Reinsma was right there. He didn't even need to move backwards or feint backwards to try and save that.
Verwise looking, 17 in the shot clock. Clock ticking, still with it at mid-pool. Down the near side, looking for Cheney. Cheney's got Hopkins in the middle, crash coming. Crash comes, skip shot on the backhand off the water and stopped by Ruel. Ruel launches it up the pool to Williston.
Beautiful touch on that pass.
Gorgeous pass, big stop by Reinsma. Off the skip, off the fingertips, and the goalpost. What a save by Reinsma to track that one all the way. Cap comes off of Sauer here. He'll put it back on, pops it back into play. Over the top defensively by Packard. Hopkins still with the ball. Looking for something here on offense. 20 seconds to go on the shot clock. 2:40 to go in the second. 3-2 Pioneer. Back into Hopkins, trying to turn to the right side. Exclusion here on Packard.
Packard got a little bit too high there, playing defensively, and got called for the kick out.
Verwise with it. Verwise harassed by Shemke. Sauer's got open space on the right side. Sauer, one more, nearly tied. Second chance, it's in! Cheney ties it at 3. Rebound came and he floats it over Ruel. That's good secondary hustle that time. Not sure what Ruel could have done differently there. Shot partially blocked, it landed on the water, and it turned into a scramble.
Yeah, I mean, you make your best effort for the ball, and it went centimeters over his head. Barely missed it.
So Rockford back even here, and now it is becoming very interesting. Down the right side, Shemke posting up over the top defensively. Going to be an ordinary foul. Into the middle, Packard driving the goal. Packard flips it up to himself, still has possession of the ball, rolls on his back, looking for room. Got nothing doing here. Somehow kept possession of that one. On the outside, Pioneer gives it back. Herbert thinking about it, launched it. He was on his back and launched it high over the cage.
Yep, forgot to set himself. Sailed the shot.
Set all the way down the pool. Verwise, good defensive play by Williston around the front side. Up the pool, and we get a timeout. Don Packard going to use his 30 here. Interesting time for that.
Definitely.
Can't question him.
No, not at all, but
It's Don Packard.
100% can be sure they have something up their sleeve here.
It's interesting. Timeout horn came from the assistant coach on the bench down there. Believe that was Todd Van Apeldoorn or Evan Reynolds down there. Couldn't see who was handling the horn, but Packard was talking to Farmer on that bench. Sanchez Burks, power, shot, scores! Oh, what a move! 4-3 Pioneer.
There was nothing he could have done there. Hopkins played his best defensively, and Sanchez Burks was just stronger that possession, able to push off and get that shot. Push off legally, may I add.
Yep, it was a good step-out move there. Got the shoulder in, right back up. Nice move in the 30-second timeout, buys him a goal. And when you use your 30, typically that's what you're using it for, to try and get a goal, and used well that time. Hopkins turned, skipped it just wide. What a move there. Was kind of submarined down there with the periscope up and missed it just wide of the left goal post.
Creative shot attempt there. He kind of angled sideways and twisted his body to get it off.
Well, it was interesting. It's not an easy shot to get away, and it just shows the skill of Nate Hopkins just to get that shot near the cage with the defense in front of him.
Rockford's drop again, helping them out.
Another turnover here by Pioneer. 60 on the clock, down to 54 actually in the second. 4-3 Pioneer. Up the pool, here comes Rockford looking for something on offense. Dropped in, here's Verwise trying to power his way in front, draws the ordinary. Kicked back out. Over the top, Sanchez Burks. Couldn't get it. Into the center and right into the middle of some Pioneer traffic. Team Purple takes over.
One of the very few offensive possessions where the Pioneers don't have an advantage coming up the pool.
Schemke in. Big stop by Reinsma. Tracked that one all the way. It's a 2-meter corner throw, but that might be the save of the game thus far. Off of Jack Schemke, just got his thumb on it, knocked it aside. A big stop for Reinsma. Packard on the outside. Sanchez Burks. Hacked from the side. Going to be an exclusion here on Verwise. Opportunity for Pioneer. 14 on the game clock. Shot clock off here in the half. Trying to go up by 2 into halftime. Over the top, Schemke's got it. Spins inside water. Can't get it away. Foul down there. 3 on the game clock. Schemke's got to get rid of it. Across. Williston trying to get this shot away. Williston cross cage. Just wide of the goal post. We're headed to the half. This one looks like an instant classic in the making. It's 4-3 Ann Arbor Pioneer over Rockford in the state quarterfinal. Woo! What a game thus far.
What a game.
It's exactly what we were hoping for this morning when we rolled out of bed. We've seen a couple of good games already. Dexter just over Zeeland, 11-6. Hudsonville over Skyline, 11-5. It was a 1-goal game at the half, and same score we saw at the half earlier today. But this time I don't think that the margin's going to be quite what it ended up in the first game.
No. These two teams have depth and can go to their benches and really drag this game on. I could see it going into a few overtimes too.
Ooh, extra time. Sounds like fun to me. We're going to take a little break here, audio break coming up here at halftime. Rockford, Pioneer, second half. Next, it's a 1-goal game in the state quarterfinals. just about set for the second half here. It's 4-3 Pioneer over Rockford in the state quarterfinals here at Hudsonville. Other game underway in the third quarter. Grand Haven leads Groves 3-0. As Pioneer wins the opening sprint. Harrison Watt, Manit Patel on the call. Into center, Sanchez Burks couldn't get the shot away. Sorry about that, Manit. What was that? I think the crash.
Rockford's drop, yeah. They adjusted to it early in the second quarter, I believe, and it's been working wonders for them since.
Really, they've given up one goal since.
Yeah, and that was on 6-on-5, so. Defense is holding strong.
Farmer got pinned in the corner, and that's going to bleed about, all said and done, about
13 seconds.
14, and they're not even past half pool yet. They're right at half pool. 14 on the shot clock as Don Packard urges his troops down the pool. Shevke in the right corner. Looking up for drivers. Drivers coming. Now it's how do you break the drop? Shot clock violation in the corner by Shemke. Minute gone here in the second half. 4-3 Pioneer. Verwise out at mid-pool, puts the head down, draws the ordinary, loses the cap. Thought about the shot. Boy, did he. Now he will. Takes it and a save Ruel. Ruel tracked that all the way. Eyes to hands. Good save.
Didn't move him much either with the shot. He had to slide maybe 2 inches to the right to block that.
No, when you're shooting out there, you got to be looking for a side, and that was closer to center cage than not. Are in the third corner here.
The drop again.
And Manit, I guess I would ask you, how do you break the drop?
You switch it to the other side. They're dropping on one side. You have to drive whoever's on the 1-2 side or the opposite side of the drive through, or even drive the drop through.
There we go. Coach Manit bringing us some knowledge. Here's Packard up the pool. Farmer's in just behind the defense. Packard thought about it, but then Verwise got back. Farmer had inside water for a half beat. Taken away. Here's Herbert down the right side. Good reach in defensively that time by Rockford. That ball taken away by Drew Bargwell, the senior. Ooh. Ordinary out at mid-pool, call by John Jess. Today's officials, John Jess, Sandy Tarian. Goal judges, Matt Weber and Pete Hewitt. Taken away here by Shemke in at center. Unhappy.
There's Sanchez Burks up the middle.
There he goes, busting down Broadway. Gives it off to Herbert with room, thinking, takes the shot, save, rebound, it's
Sanchez
in!
Burks with the finish. The Pioneers have gotten 2 goals from just keep moving towards the ball, put it in the back of the net.
Reinsma makes the save, it late on the goal line. Sanchez Burks powers it in. 5-3 the score. So Pioneer now out to a 5-3 lead in the third, 4 minutes and 8 to go. Rockford trying to jump back in front. Hopkins draws the ordinary. Got some room, thinking about it. Hopkins thinks, takes the shot, blocked away by Packard. Looks up the pool, hangs on. Now he transitions this one ahead. It's gonna be Edwards. Edwards wide to the right side, waiting for Herbert. Instead drops it back. Sanchez Burks, who's been good in this game.
There you go. That's exactly how you need to break the drop. Give it to the open person, make the defender move to you.
The good stop again by Reinsma, and they are starting to, as Manit said, bust that drop. Floated into Sauer. Sauer into Hopkins. Had side, exclusion coming. Sanchez Burks off for a penalty. Sauer on the right side.
Oh, he had the right back for a second.
Sauer thinking, gives it up top side, off the fingertips. Here's Cheney. Cheney pump fakes once, twice, thinking, takes the shot, blocked aside by Pioneer. Ball taken away, and Edwards hangs on.
The Pioneer shot blocking comes through again. Field blocking.
That is a monster field block. Otherwise, this is probably a one-goal game.
Past 2 possessions.
3 minutes to go here in the third. 20 in the shot clock. Pioneer with it in the front court. Edwards waiting for the drive. Sanchez Burks thought about it. Far side into some 50-50 water. Picked up by Shemke. Shemke trying to draw the ordinary. Hopkins is in behind the defense going the other direction. Shemke, long shot off the goalpost. Rang it off the right pipe and taken away here by Reinsma. In deep, Herbert, unhappy, was caught underwater there with Sauer and Reinsma. Now Sauer's in behind the defense. Herbert chugging back down on defense. Sauer kicks it out. Right side, Dorer in, trying to get inside water to Cheney. Sauer up top, outside 6. Draws the ordinary. Look out for the shot coming here. Sauer up with it, launches off the goalpost again. Left goalpost out to the corner, and Pioneer gets another stop.
Sauer on that advantage there, looked back every single stroke he took and probably spent a lot more time on that rather than getting a good attempt off.
When you got someone like Herbert coming in from behind with that speed, hard not to look back, but yeah, just got to keep your eyes up the pool and cut off whoever's coming from behind. Drive to the middle coming, and it's in a scramble. Reinsma back to it. Reinsma picks it up. There's a scramble, and it's going to be timeout Rockford. Don Packard talks it over. I think potentially he wanted a 5-meter, but I wasn't sure that Farmer had possession. Going to be a 30-second. Yep. So both teams now without their 30-second timeouts, and we're a minute 51 away from the end of the third. Not a lot of space to be had here on offense, especially inside on the goals. Both goalies have been able to take enough balls away. 29 on the shot clock. Clock restarts. Up top, floated into center. Sauer pushing right side. Foul comes from behind. Sauer back to the ball. Back up top, turned it over. Right to Shemke, and it's going to be a timeout, Pioneer. I think the Rockford player, Cheney, thought play was still underway there. As he comes back, minute 43 to go here in the third. Quick look at the other quarterfinal. Groves trailing Grand Haven 4-2 as they're on the board here in the third at East Kentwood. Another game we're expecting to be pretty good. Near chance over the goal just moments ago. And again, a minute 43 to go here in the third. It's a 2-goal game. Pioneer has been excellent defensively. And, you know, Manit, I think since even before I was playing, that's kind of Pioneer's brand, is just to be stifling down there at that end of the pool.
Always. When I was a player, it was always not to be worried about. I mean, Pioneer's offense is always lethal, but their defense is always what you keyed on because it's so hard to break down the points. And you really, really, really have to work to end up breaking it down eventually.
Rockford dynamic offensively, too. They'll have some answers here as this game moves into the later stages. But at some point, got to give a lot of credit to this defensive game plan they put together. Ruel hasn't had to make a ton of saves, but the ones he has, he's been excellent here so far, tracking the ball.
I think the biggest key for the Rams going forward is to get those 6-on-5s. They've scored all 3 of their goals on 6-on-5 opportunities, and they have some trick plays that they used or slides that they used on offense on 6-on-5s that have worked for them.
Timeout is out here. Pioneer will get a set play going.
Groves just scored a goal, 3-4. Grand Haven leads by a goal with the third quarter still going on.
Looks like that's
3:11 left.
Good catch. I was just trying to look for that shot clock there in the shot. So, yep, Groves and Grand Haven, a good game there. These 2 quarterfinals we both expected to be good games. Groves and Grand Haven played a 2-goal or 3-goal game earlier this year that was described to me as a rock fight.
I mean, when you have 2 teams like that, it's not going to be anything but. Groves and Grand Haven are typically known to be scrappy teams, and you're seeing that right now.
Very physical. near mid-pool. Here's Verwise, kicks it into center. Hopkins is side, trying to reach for the ball. He took too much time to get there. He spent a lot of time leaning back instead of going for the ball. And it's turned over to Pioneer. Up the pool, looking for Shemke. Pass ahead of him.
There's a drop.
Drop coming from behind, taken away by Rockford, and a good defensive play. Kind of a dangerous pass in back on their own goal there at Reinsbach.
That always scares me as a coach.
I've been there. Hopkins turns to the inside. Good move.
Got caught with his hips down.
I think that might be number 2 on Packard. We'll have to get that. Here's Hopkins in, takes the shot, scores!
He does it again.
And not sure, I think the Pioneer players are protesting that the ball was not put in play. I think it might have. Didn't catch that. Don Packard going to talk it over here with Andy Terrian out near mid-pool. I'm actually not sure if Hopkins actually put that back in play, Manit. Did you catch it?
No, I did. It was a quick motion. That bar in worked multiple times for him, but I missed it.
It's a good shot. Very good shot here in the
Definitely.
6-on-5. Herbert down the right side to Williston. Back to a 1-goal game. Williston trying to draw the ordinary out there.
Driving the drop through. Getting rid of it, essentially.
Shemke's in at center. Up top, Edwards. Left it down low for Farmer. It's behind him and taken away here by Rockford. Rockford trying to transition. 19 on the game clock here. Shot clock turned off. Hopkins in a bid for a tie at the end of the quarter. Verwise. Fouled hard inside 5. Kicked it out to Hopkins. Hopkins, one more. Sauer into center, turned over. Pioneer with the ball. Ruel, last second opportunity, launches the length of the pool. It won't make it there, and we're headed to the 4th quarter. It's a 1-goal game. Pioneer leads Rockford 5-4 in the quarterfinals, Manit.
Not much else you can ask for as a Polo fan here. This game has been great through 3 quarters. I expect much more of the same.
Would have to check. I wasn't sure how many exclusions Packard had. See if we can go get a check here in just a moment. But nonetheless, an important player. About 90 seconds to go here before the start of the 4th. Timeouts left. Both teams have 2 full timeouts. Now a 2-goal game in the Grand Haven Groves quarterfinal over at East Kentwood. 5-3 the score. Luke Packard with 2 exclusions officially. So Manit, as you look at it, you got 7 minutes left on the clock here. One of your key players, role player, star, whatever it may be, Luke Packard, do you start him on the bench here if you're the coach?
I would. I trust Pioneer's depth, and as a coach, you have to trust your bench. And I would think he dips into the bench here for a couple of minutes before putting Packard back into the game.
They've been able to, Rockford's been able to draw just enough exclusions in that regard. They've been really good in the 6-on-5. A couple of goals for Hopkins, key in this one. Cheney with one.
Yeah, the Rams have yet to score out of 6-on-5.
You know what? I'm interested that you came up with that stat because I actually didn't know that off the top of my head.
Yes, they have not scored off of the not on 6-on-5 yet.
So no even strength goals yet for Rockford in this one. We head for the 4th quarter. See if they can find one. Really, it's been a cleanly played game. Not a ton of exclusions either direction, either way. Now we wait the start of the 4th quarter. 5-4 Pioneer state quarterfinal. Man, Manit, I got to be honest, you kind of wish this game was happening later in the tournament.
Oh, definitely.
Like we said, they have combined for 25 of the 48 state championships in Michigan Water Polo Association history on the boys' side. No 2 teams combined for more than these 2.
As prestigious as it gets.
I believe Huron's got 11.
I think so.
Well, Huron would be the next up on the boys' side. Opening sprint going to be Williston for Pioneer. The other end for Rockford, Will Cheney, the freshman. Freshman in the water in a big spot. Manit, you had a couple of freshmen in the water in that game that I thought played a really good game. Suleiman had a big goal there.
Yeah, Luke Solomon's fun to watch. I've played with him for a long time now, I think since my freshman year. So it's been fun to watch him grow up and as a freshman now play and help out big time.
Definitely been cool. It was cool to be in that game and watch and see. You got a sophomore goalie that's pretty good for Skyline. A lot of guys coming back. That is a team that's going to be a problem next year.
Definitely.
Up the pool we go. Andy Terrian drops the ball into the water. Opening sprint, fourth quarter underway. Herbert with it. Herbert looking up the pool. Had Sanchez Burks for a moment. Instead gives it outside to Shemke. It is a one-goal game into the fourth quarter. Down low, Farmer. Crash coming from behind by Verwise. Farmer out from underwater. Up high, Herbert. Herbert thinking about it. Gave it to Williston. 4 on the shot clock. Inside, going to be more of a dump than anything as the Pioneers turn it over. Up the pool, Verwise rolls it up there slowly. Still with the ball. Draws the ordinary. Verwise trying to swim. Good exclusion draw.
Here's Rockford's chance.
That was a really good, smart exclusion draw to cut his man off and head towards the goal. Farmer into the corner. I believe that's his second. Looking to go up top with it, Verwise. Verwise, near side.
Oh, here they go into that little 3-3 again. They wanted it.
Turned it back over again. Edwards picks the pass off. That was Logan Stevens with the pass that got turned over there. One too many looking for Sauer. 5:50 to go. It's a one-goal game still. Down the right side, Williston looking Herbert. Crash coming. Williston puts his head down, draws the ordinary. Up top, Shemke. Pump fakes once, into center. Herbert turning, trying to get something going, and a really good ball under from behind there by Verwise. Good defensive play from Hudson Verwise. Up the near side of the pool. Nate Cheney with it, the freshman. Cheney looking, still looking. Doesn't have a lot going on. Instead gives it to Verwise in the middle, out near mid-pool. Sauer on the right side. Stevens trying to get side. Ball side drive from Verwise. In there. Verwise leans back, launches it backwards over his head and missed it high over the goal. Creative. Just couldn't put it on frame, Manit.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that today, for sure. Lots of creativity from all of these players. It's so fun to watch.
You have to be when the defense is this good. Williston driving, draws the defense to him, and an ordinary foul that time. I think Don Packard down there wanted an exclusion. Pretty close. Williston pops it into play. Attacked immediately, draws another ordinary. Looking for Shemke, he thought about it. Crash comes, up top Herbert. Herbert's got that whole left side of the cage open. Skip right, missed it. And Reinsma was kind of cheating over that direction. Not sure at water level if there was really much of a lane there. Back up the pool. Here's Sauer. Sauer turns on his back. Big
What
stop.
A save!
Oh, Ruel knocked it over top of the goal. 2-meter corner throw. Sauer rolled over and got off a bomb. In the corner, Hopkins gave it up top. Rockford working it around the umbrella. Cheney with it, thought about it, pops it into play. 21 on the shot clock now. Going to be an exclusion in the middle. Edwards into the corner. There's a rip there, and they score! Rockford has tied the game. It's the freshman, Will Cheney. 5-5 with 4:20 to go.
And another 6-on-5 goal for the Rams.
Take advantage of the opportunities you get. There won't be many, and Rockford has done just that. They get a good, hard few minutes out of the freshman, Will Cheney, who scores the tying goal. 4 minutes and 20 to go here in the fourth. Packard re-enters for Pioneer. Crowd getting into it here from Hudsonville. Herbert for Packard, pass off the mark. Shemke looking. Ordinary foul on the outside. Packard thinking about it. He was up with it, won't take the shot, trying to draw the ordinary, puts it in front of himself. Still with the ball somehow, no ordinary, going to be a shot clock violation here on Pioneer. Packard wanted a call, won't get one. Rockford nearly at a break down the middle for Sauer, and it's turned over. Boy, that was going to be a great opportunity, Manit.
Definitely. They had a shot there, and just a simple mistake.
Shemke busting down the middle. Shemke's got room. Good defensive play by Hopkins. Now behind the defense, here's Sauer. Sauer trying to give the Rams the lead. Powering his way to the goal. Still up with the ball. Ball in the air. Taken away from behind by Williston.
And he maintained possession.
Wow. A great defensive play on the help back from Williston. Into the middle.
Oh, what a dot.
Sanchez, Burke scores!
Oh my God. That pass was exactly where it needed to be.
A perfect pass. It is a 1-goal Pioneer lead. And Craig Peterman, unhappy, wanted a 5-meter at the other end or something, but won't get it. It's a 6-5 Pioneer lead. 3 minutes and 5 to go. A beautiful goal by Gabe Sanchez Burks. Boy, this is quite the postseason game. Kicked out, turned over to Herbert. Ball under, great defensive play by Verwise out at midpool. That was big, would it turned into a counter. Sauer, ball under from behind, and another turnover for the Rams. Up the pool, Williston. Down the right side, looking for help. Pioneer trying to add to their lead late here. Williston thought about the ordinary, couldn't draw it. Now he does on Hopkins. Hopkins drops back towards the driver. Good play by Shemke, inside Waters. Shemke trying to get back to the ball, and a great play by the goaltender, Reinsma. Just took it away. Now up
Sauer's
the pool.
up.
Sauer in on goal on the break, trying to cut his man off. And going to be an exclusion here on Packard. That's his third. Sauer back to Hopkins. Hopkins, top side. Rams trying to tie the game back up.
The post wide open.
Big shot by Verwise. We're tied at 6 on the one-timer. That position almost never comes open, and Hudson Verwise knocks it past Ruel. 2:13 to go. We're tied at 6. What a finish. Beneath the percentage of times in your head, you can imagine that position comes open. Pretty low, I would guess.
Very low. You almost never get a shot from there, and
but when you
Rockford capitalized.
When you do, the percentage that goes in. Oh, yeah. Herbert on the drive.
There's the drop.
Good aggressive play, and the ball under, and Rockford is headed back up the pool. 1:55 to go. The ball was never put in play. Ooh. And a yellow card assessed to Craig Peterman on that far side. Mistake maybe there. On the outside, Williston has it. Looking for the driver, instead gives it up top. Sanchez Burks pump fakes once, gives it into center. Chance for Edwards, off the goalpost!
He was so close.
Man, another inch to the right, and it is 7-6 Pioneer, but instead, Craig Peterman gets the ball back and a timeout. 96 seconds on the clock, and what is turning into an instant classic. And Manit, I don't know if I've had enough of this yet. This is pretty darn good.
No, I want to see some overtime. This is the Rams' first chance to take a lead here.
In the other quarterfinal, end of the third, Grand Haven 6, Groves 4. That is into the fourth now.
4 minutes left.
Looks like 4 minutes left. Sorry, looks like the scoreboard has not updated on the stream. Come on, Joey. Full shot clock. Rockford with the ball out of the timeout. They'll get a setup from mid-pool. 96 seconds on the clock. You know, I think at the beginning of the week, Manit, when I was thinking about this game, this is the one I was thinking was probably going to be the closest first-round game.
Definitely.
If you had to guess. And it is not disappointed. It has been high-paced. It's been physical. There have been some big goals. Goaltenders have both made some big stops. Defense has been good. This is
everything you can ask for.
Listen, if you've never watched water polo, this is the best. This is how you're going to get a kid to play water polo in the future that was never considering it. Just watch this tape.
And I expect 3 players from Rockford to get a look here. 1 of 3. Hopkins, Verweiss, or Sauer.
Those are the 3 you'd key on. Verweiss with the tying goal. And again, the play, it's a high percentage play if you can make it that he made on that 6-on-5. It doesn't come open that often.
No.
And in a high pressure situation, down a goal in the last 3 minutes of game, to have the presence of mind to catch and go and just be able to get the ball on net, it's not easy to do.
It takes a lot of skill and just quick thinking. You have to be able to keep your cool in that 2 seconds you need to score that goal.
You could put anyone in this building right now, fans, bench, coaches, players, and there are probably 3 or 4 players that make that shot. It's not easy to make it happen. You have to go up at the right time it right, and get it past the big goaltender, Ruel. And Hudson Verweiss, that's why he's first team all-region. Ball headed in for Reinsma here. We'll see what Rockford has drawn up. One of these teams goes to the Final Four. One of these teams to the consolation
Looks like a 3-pick.
game. Yep. Ran a little pick play. Advantage lost. Hopkins inside water. What a play. Hopkins in. Trying to get the shot away. Shemke trying to take it away, and he ball unders him from behind.
And Hopkins' mistake there was maintaining possession. Had he let go with 2 defenders all over him, I'm sure he would have gotten a call.
Boy, he wanted to get a shot away and had really not much of a chance to do it. Here's Herbert up top with it. Dropped it back to Shemke. Pioneer still with 2 timeouts left in the game. Sanchez Burks in for Herbert. Herbert thinking about it. Defense coming, pops it over the top. Sanchez Burks, right side, Edwards, 5 on the shot clock. Edwards lost the ball. 50 seconds to go. Tie game 6-6.
Peterman elects to not use his timeout.
No, I think maybe you save it in case you go down. It's probably what I would do too, actually. Not that my opinion matters. Verweiss out near mid-pool with it. Surveys the offense, got a driver coming. Rockford.
Sanchez Burks there.
That's a good
phenomenal
play.
steal.
And Pioneer going to call for their timeout. Just past the expiration of the shot clock, they will have the rest of regulation if they choose to use it to get the shot away on Reinsma. And now, you're Rockford. You had the opportunity to take the lead out of a timeout late. Now, Pioneer has it. In the other quarterfinal, it is a 1-goal game. 6-5 Grand Haven. That game is in the 4th with 3:45 to go. So another good one over there. Man, this has been a whale of a first 4 games of the state tournament.
Great polo.
Ooh.
And it's only going to get better from here.
So the winner of this game draws a date with the defending state champions. The team not coming out on top will get Ann Arbor Skyline. Neither are enviable positions to be in. But Manit, I want to ask you this. You're going to play in that 5 o'clock game. And, in the past, you would play your first game on Friday night. You come back and you got to play, an early game. How do you feel about this format where you get 2 games in the first day?
I prefer it only because if I was in that top 2, I'd want that night to plan.
There you go. There you go. That makes sense. I'm good with that.
For everybody else, it doesn't really affect them, but for that top 2, it's a huge difference.
It is. The one thing I think is for the team that does lose in the first round, I think it's nice to be able to get right back in the water and not have to spend a night thinking about it.
Exactly.
That's the one positive I come out with.
It's just, hey, your game just happened, but move on. You have the next one right here.
And then you go to bed, you get up, and you play your last game of the season together.
Yep.
Toasty in here at Hudsonville, outside. High 80s, humid. Hoping for some thunderstorms later.
Oh, boy.
I feel like such a dad when I say we could use the rain.
So hot in here.
It is brutal in here, I will say that. Before the game, Ian Kovas did tell us he turned on the air conditioning, and if he did, I can't really tell.
No, not at all.
I'm gonna need a new shirt after this one. Thankfully, it's black.
Pioneers holding form.
That's what they're gonna do. I think they're gonna hold it for Ruel to take the last shot. Instead, they give it to Shemke. Now they start to run the offense. Interesting. Shemke turned it over.
50-50 ball there. Peterman at the timeout.
10 seconds to go. Timeout. Ball in the front court for Rockford. They will get to draw it up. Shemke turned the ball over. Unhappy with himself as he's headed back to the bench, and now Pioneer has to regroup. Man. Dramatic. Manit, this is only the first round. Like, just imagine. This is incredible.
If you're Peterman here, where do you want that shot coming from?
Hopkins. Hopkins, I think, has shot the ball the best today.
He's hit his spots.
To me, it's not necessarily about the guy that's played the best in this situation. I want the guy that shot the ball the best, because you have 10 seconds to get something done. If you can get him, and he's been able to get a little separation to shoot at times, I would think the ball goes to Nate Hopkins here.
Maybe on some kind of slide up like they worked earlier on that 6-on-5.
Now, Verwise has also played well. This Rockford team has played well. Make no bones about it.
Board.
But Hopkins is the one probably off the top of my head with the highest shooting percentage of guys that have taken multiple shots in this game for the Rams.
I would think so.
And both of them have been lasers.
Yes.
So for Hopkins, I would think the only thing that comes into my mind is, I guess, is Pioneer expecting that? And then, at this point, there's 30 seconds left on the timeout clock. This is why I'm glad I'm not in that spot, because I only decided that in my head 2 seconds ago. Ooh, this one could require extra time. If it does, 2 3-minute periods. They are not sudden death, and then after that, it is 3-minute periods until we have a winner with sudden death. So you could win an overtime game 15-6 if you wanted. But the pace of scoring drastically.
It's 4-3 halfway through the second.
Rockford in the Rockford with the ball on the outside. Ball under! Taken away. Last second heave to the goal and stopped by Reinsma. Reinsma up the pool. There's 4 seconds on the clock. Reinsma, a full pool heave, and it is wide. This one's going to require overtime. Oh, Manit. This is outstanding. We are going to take a little bit of a break. We will bring it back with the start of overtime and some more going on in the MWPA. In overtime at the other pool, Grand Haven and Groves tied at 7s. We'll take a little bit of an audio break, catch our breaths. Overtime is next from Hudsonville. We are ready for overtime. 2 3-minute periods, regardless of the score or who scores. If there is a winner at the end of that, that's the ball game. If we are still tied,
sudden death.
Ooh, sudden death. I love sudden death.
Always a pulse-pounding experience.
I almost want to make it there because I haven't called a sudden death game in any sports in several months. Never in polo. John Jess drops the ball in at center pool. We are underway. Williston picks it up. Overtime. The clock runs. 6-6 through regulation. The other quarterfinal is also in overtime. 7-7. Last I checked.
With a minute 30 left in the first overtime period.
Wow. Shemke with it. Shemke trying to power his way into a shot attempt. Leans back, tried to step out, back to the ball. Shemke still with the ball. Finally draws the ordinary. He's inside. Gives it in there. Chance for, not sure who that was. It was Farmer. Yep. One thing for Pioneer to look out for, they are without Luke Packard for the rest of the day. 3 exclusions.
That is an impactful loss.
That shortens it up a little bit. Here's Verwise in, down the near side. Verwise cutting in on goal. Sanchez.
Smart foul by Sanchez-Burks there.
That was exactly what I was going to say. Good ordinary. Same wavelength. Here's Hopkins. Hopkins is outside. Actually, no, he was inside 6. The shot now has to be outside 6. He was inside that 6 marker, I believe at least. Because of that, it's a turnover. So no shot. Ruel did make a good save there. Sauer with it for Rockford. Looking up the pool. Drops it instead back to the netminder, Reinsma. Reinsma ahead. Into some trouble here. Shemke nearly took it away. Toss top side. Now into center.
Backhand.
Backhand from Verwise, and a stop that time. Ruel read it like a book, Manit.
You didn't move him again. Ruel did not have to move at all to block that shot.
These two teams
makes life easy as a goalie.
These two teams look like they're running low on gas now. Shemke out up high with it. Thinking about drawing the ordinary and shooting. Instead gives it back.
Spaces Sanchez-Burks out a little bit for his shot.
Sanchez-Burks thought about it. Instead smartly dumps it in the corner at the end of the shot clock. 1:09 to go here in the first overtime. No new leaders. It is 6-6 in the 5th period. That far corner, Rockford off the ordinary, winging it across the pool. Here's Hopkins. Hopkins thinking about the ordinary again, and he turned it over to Williston. Look at him go.
He's got a chance here. Ooh.
Williston with the ball. He's got Sanchez-Burks in behind the defense. Big opportunity here. Ball in hand. Sanchez-Burks.
What a save
by Reinsma.
Oh my God.
We are still tied. Gabriel Sanchez-Burks, who has had a phenomenal game, stopped in the goal line there. Verwise up the pool. Cross for Hopkins. Hopkins with space. Hopkins thinking about it, kicks it out wide instead, into center, blocked away by Shemke.
With the rejection. And the ball under.
Ball under from behind. Now here's Shemke. Up the pool, already put it in play. Shemke motoring on down the left side, trying to beat Hopkins. Looking for an option.
There's a lob.
Over the top, he scores!
Jack Shemke!
Shemke across cage lob. 7 seconds to go in the first overtime.
Like you were saying earlier, Harrison, that ball needs to be put dead in that corner, and that's exactly what Shemke did on that lob.
The lost art of the lob shot comes back. It is beautiful. I used to get harassed by my coaches because I always liked it. Here's a chance. Sauer, the skip, and a save, Ruel. We're headed to the second overtime. 7-6, Pioneer. Really, you can't ask for a better shot. It was a steal on a ball under. He put it in play right away, motored up the pool, knew he was in play, and lobbed it over the top on Reinsma there, and it was about as perfect a shot as it could be. That's really the most wide open opportunity either team has had most of the day, other than the one Sanchez-Burks just missed.
Yeah, he attacked until he tried to attack and get an advantage, and there was no offensive advantage where they had a person wide alone. So he lobbed it there, and it was perfection.
So we go to the second overtime. Rockford trails by 1. Both teams with a full timeout here in the extra session. They're in the second overtime between Groves and Grand Haven.
Still tied.
Still tied at 7.
As it's just about to begin.
Grand Haven just took the lead, actually.
Started off.
Groves looking for the equalizer. Groves has had a great season. Groves started out the year and won one of their first 9 games. They finished the season 9-1.
There's a chance.
See if Groves gets an opportunity here. We're looking down at the other stream. This is just the kind of day we have had. Games have been good. Hard to come by bad polo at the state tournament. Rockford to the right, and our Whitecaps back out here for the second overtime. Trailing by 1, Pioneer in the purples to our left.
Phenomenal save by Grand Haven's goalie there. Groves had inside water with their center, and goalie just came up clutch. There's 2 minutes left in that overtime period.
Take a look back to our game now, and really at this point, neither team's got a lot left in the tank. It's been physical, it's been fast-paced. It's been a good game. The teams will not switch sides as COVID protocols in place. Williston head down on the sprint against Rockford, and he wins it cleanly. So Pioneers up a goal, overtime number 2 in session. If anybody leads at the end of this, that's the end of the game. If it's tied up, sudden death. 2:44 on the clock. Williston with the ball outright. Rockford doing a good job pressing here on the outside in the corner. Williston just getting boxed in and turn it over off the end line. That is excellent press defense down there by Rockford in the corner. Just treading him out there. That's Christian Wagon, the junior. And it kills an entire possession for Pioneer. Verwise has a man, Cheney, in the middle. Cheney kicks it way out to the outside. Here's Sauer. Sauer near side Hopkins. Hopkins out by about 7-8 meters. Lost the ball, regained. Got the ordinary. Ordinary foul. Hopkins a shot. Just skipped it wide. He'd beaten Ruel to that right side, but it misses just out to the right there, Manit, and it was a good opportunity.
And I don't even know, had that gone in, if it would have counted, because he did not pop the ball.
That's a good point. I actually don't know the answer to that myself.
He attacked in, but never popped the ball.
Schemke tried the backhand. Schemke trying to draw the ordinary.
He wants that lob again.
Tried it.
Didn't have as much juice on it as the first one.
No, if you're going to take a lob with someone in your face, you really got to get a breaststroke kick in to go backwards, and didn't get any separation there.
Ball under. Phenomenal defense by Zach Edwards there.
Taken away here. Pioneers Ruel with it. 95 seconds on the clock. Pioneers have an opportunity to bleed at least 23 more off it. Edwards looking for the drive. It was Herbert. It's clogged up now. Sanchez Burks out near 7 meters. Treaded up, won't take it. Sanchez Burks waiting for Herbert.
Entry.
Instead into the middle here for Farmer, taken away by Rockford. Again, both teams still with their timeout. Minute 14 on the clock. 7-6 Pioneer. Hopkins flipped it out, turn it over.
Pioneer has numbers here. They're up on both Verwise and Hopkins if they wanted to use that.
Sanchez Burks in there. Pioneer spreading the pool instead, and it's turned over.
They had an opportunity there. One of Sanchez Burks or Schemke was going to be open.
Hopkins is a man open down the right side. Opportunity here for Rockford. Going to be Wagon to the inside, over the top, Verwise. Verwise back to the ball. Flipped it backwards over his head, and a save by Ruel. Now they'll spread out, and they're playing keep away. 25 on the shot clock, 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pioneer still with their timeout. Flown across the pool. It's going to be
Oh,
out of
no.
play. Oh,
Huge
no.
miscue for the Pioneers.
A little too much mustard on it. It draws a smile from the great Don Packard, and now Rockford has the ball with 21 seconds on the clock. No timeouts remaining. The Rams trail by 1 with an opportunity to tie the game back up. I can't remember the last time I've seen that. Taking a look at the other game, an update here. 8-7 Grand Haven.
With 40-something seconds left.
Looks like Groves with the ball. On a 6-on-5. See what happens here. Looking at this one.
Oh, wow.
Big stop by Boost.
Bounced off the shot blocker, goalie, and ended up in the opposite top corner.
Oh, it's a goal.
Groves ties it up.
Well, we might need to delay the next game as officials need to work their way over to this pool. This is turning into...
It's going to be a long day.
Manine, I can't remember a state quarterfinal round like this. Now, it's different because of the new format, but this is bananas.
This is amazing.
Rockford has the ball out of the timeout. Craig Peterman, Jared Reichert drawing something up here. Pioneer trying to get the stop on defense. Rockford will go to Wagon, Cheney, Sauer, Verwise, Hopkins, Reinsma in the front court to start.
Would you bring him out and let him be a part of the offense?
Yes, 21 seconds to go down a goal in overtime. Yes, potentially.
It gave the Pioneers fits at regional finals.
If you've practiced it is the key, because not a lot of teams practice it.
It's very true. Oh. Reinsma ends up back in goal.
Here's Verwise, had inside water for a half beat. Dropped it off. Here's Bargwell. Bargwell back to Verwise. Verwise backhand shot. Stopped by Ruel. And Don Packard uses his timeout. 9 seconds to go in overtime. And Pioneer can bleed the clock away if they do it right. But Rockford has an opportunity to press everywhere now out of the timeout. This could be very interesting. 9 seconds on the clock. So now you get into a situation where you can move your goalie away from the goal to start the play, but
you do have a free pass to start.
You do have a free pass to start. So you could put him in there. Now, if he's sitting there and he pops the ball and puts it in play, he's live.
He can shoot. Whoever the ball ends up with.
This is interesting as to where you start the ball, where you start your goalie. I would think probably very near, if not in your net. We're taking a look at the other quarterfinal. I believe it's 8-8 with how many seconds to go?
Groves has the ball. They're working for a foul. Won it badly. He used about 12 seconds of that shot clock to try and get that foul.
Looks like it went wide.
Yep. And we will most likely, barring some kind of crazy end of quarter goal, be seeing sudden death there.
Well, Pioneer ball, 9 seconds on the clock. Shot clock turned off. Keep away strategy employed here by Rockford. Full pool press. Herbert will start with the ball. Smartly there. Puts it in play. Clock starts. Now he's got to protect it. Over the top, fouled by Hopkins. Herbert into the corner. 5 seconds on the game clock. Not much the Rams going to be able to do about this one. The clock will bleed away, and Ann Arbor Pioneer is headed to the state semifinal. No. There is one second on the clock. Pioneer ball. They've got to pop it and put it in play, and now the game is over. One second on the game clock. They have not called this yet.
They did?
The ball is put in play, and now it's over. Good show of sportsmanship in the pool. It was a great game here. We will talk about the other quarterfinal in just a moment, but Ann Arbor Pioneer heads to the state semifinals. The final score, Pioneer 7, Rockford 6. It required 2 overtimes, and that's where it ends. The other quarterfinal.
You have 2 very, very similar game-winning goals.